We work with refugees and host communities from Somalia, South Sudan, Rwanda, Burundi, Ethiopia, and DRC, which is Congo. We focus on refugee entrepreneurship, refugee women and girls advocacy, and refugee education. Through our entrepreneurship, we promote refugee self-reliance by training refugee youth and women on basic entrepreneurship, manufacturing of soaps, shampoo, detergents, and air care products. As for our women and girl advocacy program, we engage refugee women through capacity building sessions and advocate for refugee girls, mostly in Dadaab and Kakuma, through campaign and awareness program that address issues such as refugee girl education, reproductive health, earlier and forced marriages, mental health, and others. And our refugee education, we facilitate access to refugee education, where in partnership with refugee agencies in Kenya, like UNHCR, RAS, that is the government of Kenya, we assist tertiary refugee students acquire educational related refugee document like CTD that act as a document, act as a passport for the refugees to be able to cross borders or go to other countries easily. We source for scholarship for students, and lastly, educate refugee communities on the importance of education. Thank you. Back to you, Ibrahim.
My name is Uma Lakshmi R, and I'm from India. I represent the Youth Compact Champions. The Youth Compact Champions program was launched in 2020, and it comprises of 20 young humanitarian actors from different countries across the world. The Youth Compact Champions program built on the collective work and passion of Compact members to date, and is aligned to the IAC guidelines on working with and for young people in humanitarian and protracted crisis. Coming to your question, I started my journey with the humanitarian sector back in 2018 when my community got devastated by one of the worst floods ever. We saw the lives and livelihoods of our community members getting washed away. Though we weren't prepared enough, we have seen youth from different parts of the states coming together and taking responsible actions. I had got the opportunity to coordinate the response and relief activities in my community. Thus, I kickstarted my journey of being a humanitarian actor. I actively took part in the humanitarian actions associated with the disaster responses in different states of my country. From being a mere victim to a survivor and then to an active humanitarian actor, I am a strong believer in the power of youth. As we all know, we all are facing issues related to 3 C's: climate change, COVID-19, and conflicts. COVID-19 has intensified the existing inequalities and challenges. The communities that already got affected by the impacts of climate change are now hit by COVID-19 as well. Our team reached out to the vulnerable groups and provided them with the much needed support during the COVID-19 lockdown. We, the young people, also had an initiative for creating a safe space for addressing the conflicts and trauma faced by the young people during the COVID-19 lockdown in India. We ensure that they are getting enough support in terms of mental health. Climate action is something that stays very close to my mind. We had the opportunity to conduct several workshops and training sessions related to the mangrove conservation and environment protection to the local youth and children. We are on the mission to extend the climate education program to other states as well. While talking about the tools that can help humanitarian actors to advance localization and work more efficiently and more locally with young people, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Interagency Standing Committee Youth Guidelines. The IAC Youth Guidelines provides a framework for working with and for young people throughout the humanitarian program cycle, complete with tips, examples, and case studies. Humanitarian actors can use these guidelines as a reference to design programs that respond to their context. I request you all who listen to me right now to go and familiarize yourself with the IAC Youth Guidelines. As a young person working at the grassroots level in my country, I found it very relevant for the humanitarian actors to work more efficiently and more locally with young people. As I always believe, it's possible to create a desirable change. So let's do it together.
Giving me this opportunity. As introduced, I am Salah Eli. I'm from Congo, and I'm with Refugee Child Coalition for Climate Action in Togara, Zimbabwe. RCCA, in short, was formed in 2020, aiming at combating the effects of climate change after we had witnessed a series of effects caused by cyclones and heat waves. So we came up together and developed an action plan, which includes the planting of trees and peer-to-peer education, raising awareness on climate change within the local community in line with combating climate change. So as per the activities and the supports and resources that helped us achieve this work, we have the green light from the local administration that allowed us to carry out our outreach activities within the area. This was the greatest step we had ever taken, and then it brought us far to as we are today. We received numerous technical support from local actors such as the Department of Social Development, which represents the Zimbabwean government, UNHCR, World Vision in different forms, such as tools and technical support and PPEs. We made use of already existing platforms, and such as the Youth Committee, which already was doing activities, and the space it offered to reach out to the community and spread and disseminate information on climate change. Our focus group discussions and peer-to-peer education are targeted towards raising awareness on climate change and building resilience against climate change and supporting climate change victims to come over the challenges they have faced. We also managed to reach out to influential people within the community, people we know are listened to by most people within the community, to spread and disseminate information such as religious leaders and other key community actors, such as people working with other organizations locally. We managed to use the space created by other implementing partners within the local area. As we used the focus group discussions, they had organized and meetings and asked for a few minutes to share and disseminate information on climate change. The support we got from GRYN intensified and amplified our voice and our impact within the community, as it helped us scream louder and make more noise and attract more attention. And the technical support we had received from GRYN as well helped us build our reputation and escalated our reputation as a climate action group. During our work, we faced a number of challenges, which are inclusive of climate change denial, limited resources, and lack of some other resources such as cleanup tools and PPEs. I'm sure I'll be given time to present on the recommendation to all other climate actors here present. I'll give back the word to Adriana. Thank you very much.